Hi, everyone. Jacqueline Kuhn here with JacquelineKuhn.com, powered by angels. Our Angel and Astrology video extra is going to cover Archangel Uriel and Azrael with a Venus transiting now into Aquarius and the new moon in Capricorn. To recap about the archangels, there are 15 of them that we talk about. 3 are not aligned with zodiacs. All of the others, Michael, Raphael, and Haniel, are the overseers. They're the uber powers. Each of the other archangels are aligned with zodiac signs. And today we're going to be talking about Azrael. He's aligned with Capricorn, and Uriel, who's aligned with Aquarius. So as of the 17th, I'm recording this on the 16th, but as of the 17th, this is where all of the planets are being placed, with Venus being the first planet moving into Aquarius. The sun moves into Aquarius next week, and I'll be covering that separately. Venus is the first one to jump. And then this weekend, on Sunday the 18th, the new moon in Capricorn brings our last opportunity to capture that Capricorn energy and finalize and firm up our plans for 2026. But you're going to begin to feel a little bit of that Aquarian energy this weekend, as Venus is the first planet to move. So let's talk about what you might feel. What happens when Venus moves into Aquarius? It's kind of like when the first spring air comes. You open the windows, you feel energetic, you want to go outside and let go, right? You just kind of want to feel like you shed all the layers from the winter, or at least you do up north. That's kind of this Venus in Aquarius feel. So if you're getting a little antsy, if you're feeling that you kind of want to, go out and explore a little bit, that's this energy. Venus also rules finances and our values. And it really, because it's this kind of experimental vibe, it also calls us to maybe loosen some rules by looking at what we've done in the past that hasn't worked and what do we need to change. What have we been following as our personal rules? We're not talking about like law and that kind of thing. We're talking about personal patterns, behaviors that we've had, rules that we have followed because of our beliefs that may no longer really be serving us. And so it actually encourages us to look at how we believe in about love, money, and beauty, because right, Venus, goddess of love and beauty. So if you couple of the energies that you may be feeling, beginning now, because the transit is beginning and it'll be pretty much full on Saturday, there'll be more like mental stimulation, right? Because over emotion. Aquarius isn't a very emotional sign. It's a thoughtful sign. So you're going to be wanting to find yourself having conversations that challenge you and expand your thinking, right? A great time to go out with friends and like talk things over. Friendship-based love, which kind of also gets to that friend thing, community ties, networking, right? The friend zone kind of stuff. Aquarius can be unconventional, so unusual experiences. You may be drawn to things aesthetically that you haven't, maybe colors or patterns or clothing. Good time to buy any new technology that may be outdated of yours that you've been holding off. Venus in Aquarius is a really good time to do that. And you may be finding that you have some futuristic ideas. You may start thinking a little more about how you want to personally use AI, how it impacts, what you do in your life, etc. If you haven't, already. It's also it's also a time where, again, it's not a very emotional energy shift, even though Venus is the goddess of love. But it's the time to take a step back for clarity. You're not taking a step back to be cold or detached because of coldness. You're looking for clarity, like looking at relationship dynamics, personal and professional. looking at the boundaries that you have, what needs to change, where are you too dependent or codependent, seeking some more of that independence. And then those outdated expectations are things, do you expect of others or others expect of you that just are no longer true? Your money and values will also become future focused. So this is also a really good time to talk with your financial advisors and look to make sure, is your money where it should be, right? Are you saving in the way you should? Are you storing your money in savings vehicles and investment vehicles? And you may feel the desire to align your money with your ethics and innovation, but I caution you about doing that too much. You want to listen to your financial advisors if they're telling you that's not a good thing, because this energy you may want to go against sound financial advice because you might not feel it aligns. But I would definitely take a solid financial advisor's word over kind of your feelings and energy shifting during this transit. And to help you through this transit is Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel is the archangel for Aquarius. He even holds the Book of Wisdom. You can see that he's holding this in my depiction of him. He brings wisdom. He shines the light on what you need to see. So as you're taking a step back, as you're reevaluating, as you're looking at what's going on around you, ask him to bring wisdom to your decision making, to your discernment. Ask him to shine the light on the areas that you need to focus on. That's what he is here for. And that's how he's aligned with Aquarius. We will have more about him in an upcoming video when we transition to the sun sign in Aquarius. But as you work through this new energy this weekend, you can always call on Archangel Uriel for wisdom and light. Also coming this weekend is the new moon in Capricorn, and that comes on Sunday. So with the new moon in Capricorn, what an absolutely perfect time to make sure your plans for this year are polished and set and aligned and structured the way you need them. The energy with the new moon is ambition and structure and goal setting. It's honestly, the perfect time to make sure what you wanted to do this year is all buttoned up. Capricorn is an earth sign. It's ruled by Saturn. Practical things, discipline, right? Making, sure that you really lay your groundwork for the future, that what you're doing is practical, that you have a disciplined approach. This isn't about immediate short-term gains. It's about the long term. It's the big picture, right? This is real big picture stuff. So this weekend on Sunday, when the new moon happens, on Monday, maybe even into Tuesday, before we completely flip into Aquarius season next week, I would sit down. If you haven't finalized your plans, finalize them. And if you have, take one more look and make sure that they're practical, they're grounded in reality. Even though they may be aspirational, you don't want them to be unachievable, or you don't want to think that they're unachievable. Remember, if you've watched my manifesting video, how manifesting you need to think, feel, and be able to act in order for it to come about. So you might want to watch that video as you're finalizing your plans for 2026. And in these last few days of Capricorn, and the Capricorn new moon, it's Archangel Azrael. Archangel Azrael helps us move forward. So you may want to ask his help this weekend to leave the baggage of 2025 behind as you move forward into 2026. We don't want to bring that baggage with us. That is the energy over the next couple of days. Tuesday, Wednesday, I will be landing a new video all around Archangel Uriel and Aquarius season. Until then, stay safe, stay warm, and be at peace. Goodbye for now.